Imagine facing your third felony DWI and hearing the judge say these words. What happens next could change your life forever. Stay tuned. This court session is intense, emotional, and full of shocking truths.
And we call 25 CR 441, the state of Texas versus Tammy Dunaway Judice. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Present with Mr. Adams, your attorney, and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment and the arraignment here? Can we proceed in summary?
We can, Your Honor. Yes.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about October 19th, 2023, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the offense of operating a motor vehicle in a public place while you were intoxicated. Do you understand what you were charged with?
Yeah.
Now, if it was only that, that's serious enough. But paragraph 2 goes on to allege that you have not 1, 2, or 3, but 4 prior DWI convictions. 2 of those were felony convictions. We're about to make it the 3rd felony conviction by the improper use of a motor vehicle, which is a 4,000-pound missile, which all too often results in death when it collides with others. My question to you is, when are you going to stop committing these crimes?
Now.
Didn't you make that promise every time that you were pleading guilty?
Yes, sir. I really believed I could. I just didn't.
You in this case?
She's my phone.
Okay. Not your mom. She's she's a very wonderful lady.
She's only.
Whatever. She has a lot of influence with me, and what she believes is right and wrong, and she's always seems to be right. Okay, there was a blood draw. And the probable cause affidavit does not report a result. There was a lot of time, though. Almost 4 hours passed from the time she was arrested until the blood was drawn.
I'm looking at something that says 0.012 and 0.009.
Was that the blood or the breathalyzer, those two?
That's the
12.
That's a breathalyzer. There was a blood test that was positive for codeine, and that's what the basis of the intoxication is, Judge. And the amount of that codeine was 32 nanograms per milliliter.
Again, paragraph 2 alleges that you were convicted of a DWI in May of 2007 out of County Court in Law 3 of Jefferson County, Texas. You were convicted of a DWI on August 27th, 2008 out of County Court in Law number 3 of Jefferson County, Texas. And on December 3rd, 2012 in the 252nd District Court of Jefferson County, Texas. Whose phone's on? Is that yours, friend?
It was like it's
No,
not.
okay. You don't need it. That's not an emergency. Is that, let's check it, make sure it's not an emergency.
I'm not.
All right. And on December 3rd, 2012, you were convicted on 2 different cases of DWIs out of the 252nd District Court. And those were felonies. Now, paragraphs 1 and 2 constitute your 3rd felony DWI. We're going to put a stop to all of this. Do you understand? On my watch, I need a pen. Thank you. You are facing a 3rd-degree felony, which means you face a term of not more than 10 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
An agreement has been reached between the parties that you would be pleading guilty. Whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 6 years in prison. So, We are looking at no less than 2 nor more than 6 years confinement in prison. You could be sentenced up to 6 years in prison, and then that could be suspended and you could be placed on regular probation. Deferred or unadjudicated probation is not an option in this case. So those, I think, are the 2 alternatives, right? Everybody, as far as.
Yes, sir, or possibly you can say fee.
I never thought that was a punishment. That's substance abuse felony. Punishment is, I've always considered it kind of a benefit for people who undergo this. But what do you mean safety? What's your option on that?
He's suggesting it as a condition of probation, Judge.
That would almost certainly be required if that's what happens. Yeah, if she's placed on probation. But we're going to have a pre-sentence report so that we can find out as much about her as possible. If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to paragraphs 1 and 2 of this indictment, constituting the 3rd degree felony of operating a motor vehicle in a public place while intoxicated? Is that true, or are you guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Paragraphs 2, those prior convictions of DWIs, are those allegations true and correct as they are alleged in paragraph 2? That's yes or no.
Yes.
Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the contents and discuss all of it with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Is everything true and correct there?
Yes.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence without objection.
No objection.
It's admitted. Now we're going to order a pre-sentence report, and we're going to reset this until
March 15th.
March 13th. The probation office will be getting in contact with you and fully cooperate with them so the court can have the most information to make the most educated decision in this case. And we'll return back here in March and we'll complete all of this. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not 100% certain about my phone number. I know that sounds strange.
That's it.
I just changed one recently, and
Well, get it. You're going to get that to Frank, your attorney,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then he'll get it to us. And then he'll get it to us. But you do have an obligation when you go to the probation office, give them all the information you can accurately. Okay. Okay. Anything else, Frank?
That's.
Okay, please get a resetting. Thank you. Yep.
I'll still talk to him and I'll get the reset.
If you thought this was intense, you haven't seen anything yet. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. More real court cases like this, with all the drama and truth, are coming your way.